Alright, so we've been doing some repairs on this air handler. This is a Trane custom air handler. It's the heat pump unit. We got two massive reversing valves. As you can see here, it's kind of funny. This is like it's like a smaller reversing valve controlling this larger one. So it's kind of funny. This is almost like one that you would see in a residential split heat pump. So I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. But anyway, we're doing some repairs on both circuits actually. We're repiping some filter dryers, essentially piping 2 filter dryers in parallel for each circuit. So these are 2 binary compressors. They work off contactors. And then for this tandem set, these are digital scrolls. These are Bitzer compressors, and these essentially are fed off of this drive right here. In terms of the tonnage, I don't know off the top of my head. But essentially what we're doing, we're pulling a vacuum. I left this vacuum on overnight. This is the Field Piece BPX7 10 CFM 2-stage pump. So essentially right now we're still finishing up on circuit 2. Have an extra filter dryer here. This is a bypass for when it goes into heating mode. But essentially, yeah. So this is circuit 1. So right now, this is our main suction right here. As you can see, kind of comes down in 90s, feeds into this compressor, and then also comes down and feeds into this compressor. So I got a valve core removed here, valve core removal tool. Got a 3/8 hose going into the pump on one end. Have my micron gauge on the suction, and then also have another line, 3/8 line. Kind of have it fed up here. This is a braze plate heat exchanger, and coming around here. And then if we follow this line, this is also for circuit 1, but if we follow this line, comes across, drops down, and this is our liquid receiver for circuit 1. This is a liquid receiver for circuit 2. So we're pulling off of this line right here. So there's a couple different spots we could have pulled from it. There's another spot right there. But got the core removed there. So we've been leaving this vacuum overnight. You see we're at 200 microns. This is a pretty large system. But what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna do a decay test. So I'm gonna close off this valve here. I'm gonna close this valve here. So right now, our system is isolated from the pump. And right now we're reading the system pressure. And as you can see, we're holding pretty steady at 220 microns. Changed the oil yesterday. So you see, it's pretty clear. 220 microns, so we're looking good. So I'm about to go ahead and charge this thing up. See, it's kind of a messy site. Here's our dryers right here. Ball valve. And then here's our other dryer for the other circuit. So we're still making progress. I think what we're doing is we're actually, coworker of mine is picking up. We started to fight this yesterday, but it's just not worth it because it's silver grade. It's a 45%. So this is a check valve. So what we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna cut right here and then just repipe it. Just because to fight this, get that new dryer in there, and then we have to add like an extra stub piece. I mean, it's way too much work when we can just cut it, get a new check valve, new dryer, and then just pipe it up right there. So easy peasy. They could have done this a lot better. They have this whole wall to actually make this, but they decided to just make it really tight. So you got a TXV right there. That is for circuit 2. TXV for circuit 1 is right there. So anyway, that's what we're doing right now. As you see, 220 pounds. I mean, 220 microns. So I'm gonna go ahead and start charging this thing up. Got my gas right there, 75 pounds. I got one more brand new tank in the truck that I still gotta get. And then also has a brand new 25-pound jug right there. So it's a pretty large unit. It's got a big reheat coil. So anyway, just wanted to show you what I'm working on. And yep, take it easy.